Hello everyone. Today we will know the performance appraisal in an organization. So before discussing briefly, first we need to know the definition of performance appraisal. The definition of performance appraisal is a method of evaluating the behavior of employees in the work spot, including both the quantitative and qualitative aspects of job performance. Performance here refers to the degree of accomplishment of the tasks that make up an individual's job. It indicates how well an individual is fulfilling the job demands. Performance appraisal is the systematic description of an employee's job relevant strengths and weaknesses. It tries to evaluate performance in the same manner using the same approach. Appraisals are arranged periodically according to the definite plan. Performance appraisal is not job evaluation. Performance appraisal refers to how well someone is doing an assigned job. Job evaluation determines how such a job is owed to the organization and therefore what range of pay should be assigned to the job. Performance appraisal is a continuous process. Historically, performance appraisal has generally been employed for administrative purposes such as promotion and salary increases as well as individual development and motivation. Next, we will discuss about the objectives of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal aims at attaining different purposes. These are to create and maintain a satisfactory level of performance, to contribute to the employee growth and development through training development programs, to help the superiors to have a proper understanding about their subordinates, to guide job changes with the help of continuous ranking, to facilitate fair and equitable compensation based on performance, to facilitate validating on selection test, interview ranks techniques through comparing their scores with performance appraisal ranks, to provide information for making decisions regarding layoff, retrenchment, etc., to ensure organizational effectiveness through correcting employees for standard and improved performance and suggesting the change of the employee behavior. These are all the objectives of performance appraisal. Next, we will know about the importance of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is needed in order to provide information about the performance ranks basing on which decisions regarding salary fixation, confirmation, promotion, transfer and demotion are taken. Provide feedback information about the level of achievement behavior of subordinate. This information helps to the performance of the subordinate, rectifying performance deficiencies and to set new standards of work if needed or necessary. Provide information which helps to counsel the subordinate. To prevent grievances and indiscipline, provide information to diagnose deficiency in employee regarding skill, knowledge, retention, training and developmental needs and to prescribe the means for employee growth. Provides information for correcting placements. These are all the importance of performance appraisal. Now we will discuss the problems in performance appraisal. The major problems in performance appraisals are rating biases. The problem with the subjective measure has the opportunity for bias. The rater biases include halo effect, the error of central tendency, the leniency and strictness biases, personal prejudice, the regency effect, etc. Failure of the superiors in conducting performance appraisal and Post-performance appraisal interviews are the reason also. Most part of the appraisal is based on subjectivity. This is also a major problem in performance appraisal. Less reliability and validity of some of the performance appraisal techniques. Negative ratings affect interpersonal relations and industrial relations. Influence of external environmental factors in uncontrollable controllable internal factors. Feedback and post-appraisal interview may have a setback on production. Management emphasize on punishment rather than development of an employee in performance appraisal. Some superiors complete appraisal reports within a few minutes. Absence of inter-rater reliability. The situation was unpleasant in feedback interview also. Superiors lack in tact of offering the suggestions constructively to subordinates. Superiors were often confused due to many too many objectives of performance appraisal. These are all the main problems in performance appraisal. Now we will discuss about the influencing factors in performance appraisal. Performance appraisal system should be effective as a number of crucial decisions are made on the basis of the score or rating given by the appraiser. Appraisal system to be effective should process there are many essential characteristics. These are reliability and validity. Appraisal system should provide consistent, reliable and valid information and data which can be used to defend the organization even in legal challenges. Next is job relatedness. The appraisal techniques should measure the performance and provide information in job related activities or areas. Standardizing techniques, ratings, etc. also important. Practical viability, administrator and make possible to all employees. Legal sanction, it should have compliance with the provision concerned of the country. Training apprentice, apprentices, apprentices difficult if some insights and conducting appraisal in the organization. These are all the factors which influencing the performance appraisal. Now we will discuss the responsibility for appraisal, means performance appraisal. The appraiser may be any person who has a true knowledge about the job contents to be appraised, standards of contents, and who observes the employee while performing a job. Sometimes the supervisors who have close contact with the employee work also appraise with a view to provide additional information. However, the immediate supervisor will continue to evaluate employee performance till a better alternative is available. Organizations no doubt will seek alternatives because of the weaknesses mentioned about the and to broaden the perspective of the appraisal. These are all peers. The peers appraisal may be reliable if the work group is stable over a responsibly long period of time and performs tasks the required interaction. Self self appraisal, if individuals understand the objectives they are expected to achieve and the standards by which they are to be evaluated. They are to a great extent in the best position to appraise their own performance. Also, since employee development means self-development, employees who appraise their own performance may become highly motivated. Users service, employee performance in service organizations relating to behaviors, promptness, speed in doing the job, and accuracy can be better judged by the customers, or users' services. For example, teachers' performance is better judged by students and the performance. Like you, the students, you can judge the teacher's performance of a conductor in road transport is better judged by passengers. These are all the responsibility of appraisal. Now we will discuss some methods of performance appraisal. First is ranking method. The ranking system requires the rater to rank his subordinates on overall performance. Under this method, the ranking of an employee is a work group is done against that of another employee. Next is checklist method. Under this method, checklist of statements of traits of employee in the form of yes or no based questions is prepared. Rater only does the reporting or checking, and HR department does the actual evaluation. Next is rating scale. Rating scales consist the several numerical scales representing job related performance. Orientations such as dependability, initiative, output, attendance, attitude, etc. Critical incident method. The approach is focused on certain critical behaviors of employee that makes all the difference in the performance. Easy method. In this method, the rater writes down the employee description in detail within a number of both categories like overall impression of performance, promotability of employee, existing capabilities and qualifications of performing jobs, strengths and weaknesses and training needs of the employee. And last is behaviorally anchored rating scales. Behaviorally anchored rating scales statements of effective and ineffective behaviors determine the points. They are said to be behaviorally anchored rating scales. Now we will discuss the performance appraisal theory. There are many theories. Mostly we will discuss the three theories. So first is social comparison theory. The social comparison theory is the idea that individuals determine their own social and personal worth based on how they stack up against others. The theory was developed in 1954 by psychologist Leon Festinger. Later research has shown that people who regularly compare themselves to others may find motivation to improve in appraisal. Next is feedback intervention theory. It is a hybrid theory. It was first proposed by Abraham Kluger and Angelo Denisi in 1996. It attempts to explain why feedback is not always effective in improving subsequent performance. Feedback may come from the biases in the organization. And the last point is equity theory. Equity theory focuses on determining whether the distribution of resources is fair to both relational partners. Equity is measured by comparing the ratio of contributions and benefits for each person. It was first developed in 1960 by J. Stacey Adams. According to this theory, in order to maximize individuals' appraisal, we tend to create systems where resources can be fairly divided amongst members of a team. These are all the theory of performance appraisal. Thanks for watching.